Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Man United will be taking on Bournemouth in their second Premier League Summer Series game. And if we do remember last season, Bournemouth won us home and away and were a very difficult team to face, especially with how bad we were. Now, of course, this game provides us with an opportunity for some more match sharpness, being much more fitter for that first game of the season against Arsenal, and of course to also improve Amorim's tactics. It provides the players with an opportunity to see how far we have come from last season and just how ready we are for this season, because Bournemouth will be a very good test for Amorim and of course for the players. Now, for me, it's all about performance. You saw Maino and Ugarte have a very good partnership in midfield as a midfield two against West Ham and did quite well, in my opinion. The likes of Cunha, Bruno, etc., excelled and showed their qualities. But against Bournemouth, a team that is much more better in terms of where they are as a team, how they play together, how Iriola, basically sets his team out from the get-go. It will be a difficult game. But this game, for me, certainly, it's not the result that's important. Of course, it's always great to win. I mean, whenever Manchester United wins a game, we're happy, we smile, we enjoy that. And in pre-season, you can read a lot into these type of wins, but you could also misread things because wins in pre-season does not necessarily mean that you are ready for the proper start of the season. However, there seems to be a different energy, a positive energy within the team. You see Amorim smiling, you see the likes of Cunha, playing around and bantering with Bruno and his teammates like he's been here for years. You see how players are speaking about Ruben Amorim, saying that they are taking in his tactics. There is a different atmosphere. The players feel a bit more ready. Apologies for that. Sorry, just something stuck in my throat. Nevertheless, as I said, the players' spirits are high. You see it in the training videos. You see it in the live training videos that are being, displayed and portrayed to us. You see the different energy in terms of how the players are on the pitch. Against West Ham, you saw how we pressed quite well and created good opportunities from winning the ball up in high areas. Against Bournemouth, most likely we would probably want to do the same, but at a much better degree. Of course, when we do have the ball, it will be crucial and key to see how we approach a team like Bournemouth, who are quite defensively sound. And it must be said, two of the best defenders in Dean Huijsen and Milos Kerkez went to Real Madrid and Liverpool respectively for big amounts. And they were and are good players, quality players. And now Bournemouth, even without them, they need to be a bit more better in defense. But against Everton, they weren't necessarily that much troubled. They looked like a team that could have scored more goals. And that in itself can be a fear for us. But we have to be ready for this game. Yes, it is pre-season, but let's go out and get a win. Let's put in a good performance to set the marker for the season so that when we do face Bournemouth again, they will remember this game. They will remember that, oh, hold up, Man United know what they are doing now. And who knows where we might be in the table when that first game against Bournemouth in the Premier League comes around. But for this particular game, I feel that Amorim would probably again start with a strong team and in the second half look to make the changes and again give young players a bit of a run out, some game time, give more game time to those that need to up their fitness. I don't think we'll see the likes of Xerxes, etc., that is still recovering from knocks, and that's okay as long as they are ready for the first game of the Premier League against Arsenal. Sorry, I wanted to say pre-season and Premier League at the same time, so we ended up saying Premier League instead of Premier League. Nevertheless, I am excited for the game. It's always exciting in pre-season to see our new players play, to see how we can perform and to what level we can perform. Like I said, Amorim will go with a strong team, and that in itself, you might find the likes of Cunha, Bruno, Ahmad, Dogu, etc., all starting. The likes of De Ligt, Euro. Potentially, you might see Luke Shaw starting at left centre back, and maybe Bayern in goal with perhaps a Tommy Heaton second half, because Onana is still not fit enough to be part of these games. For me, I want us to win. And I certainly want us to go at Bournemouth as if it would be a Premier League game, so that we can set a standard, so that we can have a foundation to build from and win from. Because if the mentality continues to be we must win every single game, pre-season or not, then that sets a tone in terms of how we approach games when we are representing Manchester United. Now, of course, you can see that certain players have to improve. Their Man United careers are on the line, and if they do not, by the end of the season, even might be before that, their Man United careers could easily be over. Bournemouth are a good team, but we certainly have the players capable of winning this particular game. Not just in pre-season, but I think we can do so in the Premier League as well, as we continue to improve as a team tactically, but also improve as a team personnel-wise. Because Mbeumo won't be playing against Bournemouth, but him still having to come in is another, and of course a huge plus for the team in the attacking third, but also in the defensive side of the game because of how well he presses and can win the ball and how hard he works. Likewise with Cunha. And there's options for Amarim. He could play Bruno in the 10, he could play Ahmad in the 10 and play Delo at right back. He could easily play Bruno in the midfield with Ugarte and have Ahmad play with Cunha up front if Mbeumo is not available. Xerxes, when he's fit and available, could come in as a number 10, but also play as the out-and-out striker to provide a sort of a slingshot between Cunha and Mbeumo amongst the three of them. But these are all permutations. We need to focus, as I said, on the performances. That is what is important. But you let me know in the comment section what type of performance you want to see from Manchester United in pre-season. Let me know your thoughts on who you want Manchester United to bring in, also in terms of transfers. And let me know in the comment section what you think of bringing in a striker or a midfielder. Please get involved in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you for those who continue to support the channel. I do appreciate you all. Have a wonderful day further. Enjoy the game. Till we see each other again soon in the next one, Red Devils. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. If you want more content on Manchester United, like, share and subscribe.